We read by Sakir.
Yeah, so the order, so continuing on, Sakir.
Well, after Sakir was Rafiq, and and then myself, and then Imdad. That was 9 children my mother had.
And did your mother have children every 2 years?
Yes, every 2 years. Everybody was born every 2 years.
And how many? So you saw many of your brothers and sisters leave the house,
Yes.
get married.
When they get married, they just go. My father built house for them, and they just leave with their family. They had their own children.
Did you have a lot of dealings with your nieces and nephews? Did you take care of them?
Oh yes,
Babysit?
I babysit for all of them. Every one of them, all the bigger one, even up to the last one, Golly. Golly was the last.
And Gali was whose child?
Rafiq's daughter.
Okay.
Rafiq and Shaira daughter.
Did your brothers and sisters mainly stay in Charlie Village?
Yes.
And what did your brother used to do? Like, what kind of jobs did they have?
Oh, they had trucks. My father bought trucks for every one of his sons, truck. And they worked for the estate with Harold Robinson. They had a lot of contract with Harold Robinson. They get job with work with all the trucks. They used to work for him.
And what about your sisters?
Well, they get married and they go on, and to see about their family.
So, right now in 2009, how many brothers and sisters do you have alive?
Well, I have not no one alive. Every one of them passed away. I am alone. I am the only one alive in 9 children.
Who was the most recent to pass away?
The recent one that passed away was Imdad. In my family.
It wasn't Sakir?
Yes. Yes, Sakir passed away.
It was the last one to pass away. And what about your sister-in-laws? Did you have really good sister-in-laws?
Oh, yes, I had all. They were like sisters to me. All my sister-in-law was like sisters. And the last one to pass away was my eldest sister-in-law. She passed away at the age of 94.
Who was her husband?
Yaqub Ali was her husband.
And how she lived in Charlie Village most of her life?
Yes.
And you were close with her?
Very close. I was very, very close to her.
And what about your other, do you have any other sister-in-laws alive right now?
Right now is Imtiaz's mother. She's Rosie. Her name is Rosie. And she's Imdad's wife. She's the only one alive in my sister-in-law. 5 of them passed away.
And you've had lots of nieces and nephews to pass away?
Nieces and nephews, just about 4 nieces and nephews passed away.
Okay. And are you close with your nieces and nephews?
Oh, very close. I was very, very close with all of them.
Do you have a few living in Trinidad or most of them away?
Well, I have some in Trinidad, a lot of them in Trinidad. Most of them in Trinidad. Just about 6 away. about 6 a niece and nephew away.
Have you gone to visit them?
Well, yes, I go to visit them sometime.
Where have you gone? Like where?
Well, I went to Canada to visit my nephew, three of my nephew in Canada. They were asked him, my sister children asked him, and Yamin and Intaf, and a daughter. My niece is Ryder. She used to take care of my sister, Ryder. They used to live in Cuba. And then I went to Los Angeles to visit my niece and nephew in Los Angeles. And I went to England to visit my niece, Dulcie. She lived in England for about 30 years now.
And what and like you talked about your travels. What other places have you visited?
Oh, I went to Vancouver Island. From Canada, I went to Vancouver Island. I went to Los Angeles, and then I went to England. And now is in Florida.
And you've been to Saudi Arabia?
Oh yes, I went to Saudi Arabia to do the pilgrimage. I did pilgrimage in Saudi Arabia in 1990.
How old were you?
I was 64 years old at that time.
Did you have to do anything to get in shape to go?
Oh yes, I used to go in the park and walk every morning, make about 12 rounds around the cycle track to get fit to go.
Why did you have to get fit?
You have a lot of work to do there. You have to walk a lot. You have to wake up in the night up to 11 o'clock. You have to pray a lot. Go to the Haram Sharif and make tawaf every time you get a chance to go. So you have to be fit for that. And you have to go and visit a lot of places there.
How long were you?
I was there for a whole month. 1 month. We went from Trinidad to America, and we took the big plane, a Saudi plane, and that plane took 14 hours to go to Jeddah. That is in Saudi Arabia. And from there we stayed in the airport for about 4 hours before we could get a transportation to go to our hotel. Yes. And we stayed there in the hotel. Every morning we have to get up 4 o'clock. We hear the azan, and then we come and say some prayers and stay in the Haram Sharif until Fajr in the morning. You read Fajr and then you come to your hotel to have breakfast. When you're done with breakfast, now you have buses come to take people to different places to visit different mosques or different places where our Prophet went.
Which cities did you guys visit while you were there?
Only Mecca and Medina. Yeah, we didn't go anywhere again.
What are some of your memories about being there?
Oh, well, I have lots of memories. Going around the Kaaba was, and then the Zamzam, where the water flow for everybody to drink water, to bathe or do everything with that Zamzam water. that goes in all the pipes in Mecca and Medina too. That Zamzam well. It's a miracle.
Explain what it is.
It's a spring, just a spring, and you get water from it all the time. They run pipeline all over from Mecca to Medina to get that Zamzam water. That is the only water supply the whole of Mecca and Medina. It's a miracle.
What other things do you remember about being there?
Well, I have lots of memories from there. We had a lot of people went from our group, from our mosque. A lot of ladies and men went from our mosque. We stayed together in the hotel. 5 ladies was in one room, and when we went to Mina, we had about 20 ladies in one room, and we spent some time there, and then we went to different places from there.
That was the longest journey you've ever had?
My longest journey I had. 14 hours in a plane.
And then the time to, from Trinidad to New York, did you transfer over?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you would change, like, in your life?
Well, yes, I get more religious. I never used to perform 5-time namaz, but when I came back from Mecca, I did it 5 times a day with tahajjud too in the morning. And I read more Quran than any other time since I came back. That changed my life a lot.
What made you marry Grandpa?
Well, I didn't make that much. My mother, my sister-in-law made that much for me. My eldest sister-in-law. Her name is Hafiza Boo, made that much for me. And it was a good match. I married for about 60 years, and I had 4 children.
No, Gran, you weren't married for 60 years. Daddy Boys, he was 60 when he passed away. So you married for 40 years?
40 years. I married for 40.
42 years, maybe?
Yeah,
Did you
42 years. Yeah. And I had 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls. And, well, 3 of my children get married and they leave the house. And I have 1 son who Muslim. He lives with me. My children name, the eldest one is Sam Jaleel, and my second child is my daughter Nazma Lala, and the third one is Salma Scott, and the 4th boy I have is Aslam Jaleel. He lives with me. He lives home with me.
Do you remember anything about your wedding day?
Well, we had a big wedding. We had a big, your grandfather went with 100 cars as a barat for that wedding, for my wedding. It was a very nice day, very hot sun, and then everything went okay. Everything was perfect. We had lots to eat and to drink, good food, lot of goat meat, and everything for that meal we had.
What are you most proud of?
Proud of? Well, I proud of everything was a success for me. Everything. That's it.
Your marriage, your family.
My family, good family. I'm married to a very good family, religious family, and I enjoy life with your grandfather.
What are your memories? What are some memories of him?
Well, he used to take us all over the place. Every time, where you want to go. You want to go to Mayaro, you want to go and visit your sister. We used to go and visit my sister in Piaco, St. Helena. Spend the day and come back. We used to do that like once a month. We enjoy most of the time going to Mayaro to bathe on the beach with all my children. We had a wonderful life together in my family.
He was an easygoing man.
Oh yes, he was very, very easygoing. No quarreling, no nothing at all. Was a very good person. And he died at the age of 62. He got very, very sick. And I lost one of my sons just recently. That is Sam. He had a tumor in his brain, and we try with him very much. We do a lot of running around, do a lot of tests, and still we couldn't save him. He passed away about 2 months ago. He had a very big funeral and a very big 40 days. We had reading every night for him. May Allah bless his soul.
Do you want to say anything else about the early part of your life, like your childhood or your marriage or anything?
No. I said it all. Oh well, I have 4 grandchildren. 3 girls and 1 boy. And I have no great grand. We have 2 in Canada, in Vancouver, 1 in Trinidad, and 1 in Miami. 4 grandchildren. The eldest is 32 years old, and the youngest is 23 years old. very happy to have my grandchildren alive with me.
You have really educated grandkids, huh?
Yes, my grandkids very educated, every one of them, especially the eldest one.
The others are gonna catch up soon.
Yeah.
I just have more years on them.
Yes.
Do you want to, is there anything you want to do before you pass on? Any dream that you have? Maybe learn to drive a car?
No, I am too old for that. I am 82 years old now, so I can't do anything like that, driving a car or anything like that. I leave that for the younger ones.
But your eyesight's very good.
Yeah, well, I did cataract operation
When did you have your cataract surgery?
about 7 years ago.
And it worked really well.
Very well, very well.
Good doctor?
Very good doctor. And I could read without the glasses, only the fine one I have to use the glasses. But I could read the glass without the glasses.
Why'd you end up doing the cataract surgery?
Well, I started to see blood, and I want to know what happened to my eye. What happened? I can't see to read. So I went by the doctor, and when they examined my eyes, and they said I have cataract in both eyes. So then I decided to go and correct it.
Was it a long procedure?
No, wasn't long. For the most about 20 minutes.
And how long was the healing process?
Oh, the healing was about 2 months. In 3 months then, 3 months I could
See properly?
see properly, and just I had was to wear shades all the time when I go outside. But from the beginning I had was to wear it in the house too. And put a lot of eye drops, and I did all what the doctors say, what to do and what not to do, and I follow all of that. I did both eyes, and I am very satisfied. Very, very satisfied to get back my eyesight. Back, they put a lens in my eyes, a lens, so I could see. Without that lens, I couldn't see a thing. Long ago, they just take out the cataract and they give you a very thick glasses to put on. Bifocal glasses, a magnifying glasses, so you could see with that. But nowadays they put in the lens in your eyes, and boy, that is a really great thing.
Do you have, is that the only operation you've had?
No, I had a hysterectomy about 35 years ago. Yeah. At the age of 54.
And that was your last, so that was your only other operation?
Yeah, that is my operation. That was the first one, and the eye was the second one.
When you couldn't see and your eyes were healing, did Aslam help you?
Oh yes, he cooked all the meals for me for about 2 weeks. I couldn't go near the heat, near the stove. So I used to just tell him what to do, and he used to do it. And he took holiday to stay home with me to help cook the meal and do all the housework too. Yeah. I just show him what to do. He used to do it. I'm done, Sherry.